hope she's growing out of that.
I mean, it's probably an exhibition against Omaha or something, but still, they're taking the biggest number back from Wisconsin. But I think that's like next week, maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. We are back for the 2023 Lady Eagles volleyball season. Today, the Lady Eagles open their season with an exhibition match against Pensacola State College. I'm Garrett Ordway, joined tonight by former Lady Eagle Carrie Ordway. Carrie, last season the Lady Eagles grabbed 14 wins after losing 4 players. And after losing 4 players, what are the Lady Eagles going to have to focus on this year to exceed last season's 14 wins?
Hey, so this is actually a really exciting opportunity for them because they have a solid senior class that has a good 4 years of experience under their belt heading into this season. So they have some really strong leadership and a lot of experience coming from their senior class. But paired with that, beyond their juniors and their sophomores that they've already played with, there are some exciting new freshmen who are on the team this year. And I think they're going to do a lot to just really fill some of the gaps left by the 4 after losing the 4 players from last year. So that's pretty exciting to think big picture for the season.
Last season, the Lady Eagles lost in the NCCAA D2 South Region Final and just missed out on a second consecutive trip to Nationals. They'll look to better that this year. And we'll start tonight with this matchup versus Pensacola State College. What issues does Pensacola State College pose for the Lady Eagles?
PSC has always put up a solid competition for the Lady Eagles. They're a really competitive program. They get a lot of new prospects in each year. So they've got a really sharp offense. They've got a wily offense as well. Many of these girls have played against each other a few times already, or at least a couple of times already, and are familiar with one another from being in the same region, the same location, the same city. So looking for a lot of smart plays from the PSC players.
What are we looking for out of the Lady Eagles tonight? Their first matchup, obviously. What would you like to see? What do you expect to see?
Well, in a game like this, that's the first scrimmage for the season for the Lady Eagles. They're going to be doing a lot of just trying out different rotations and seeing how things feel in an actual game day scenario. You know, they've been working for the last couple of weeks during their preseason, but you know that nothing quite feels like the actual game day experience. So seeing which matchups work well, which players really click with each other, I think is going to be a key takeaway from this match.
Yeah, certainly. We've got Kenzie Folker returning with some senior leadership on this team. We've got Haley Butcher returning as well after taking a year off. We'll see how the Lady Eagles are able to get settled in this first matchup here at home. We'll break for a moment for prayer and national anthem and rejoin you at the beginning of the match.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the Pensacola State Lady Pirates and your PCC Lady Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help us create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for getting us all here safely. Lord, pray that you protect these ladies while they play this volleyball match and that you'll give us a good rest of the night. In your name, amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Pensacola State, number 2, Anyalise Rodriguez. Number 4, Catherine Lupo. Number 6, Riley Carter. Number 8, Cadence Godin. Number 9, Paige Patterson. Number 10, Kiara Vega. And number 15, Lindy Baker. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A freshman from Mount Vernon, Texas, number 1, Anna Stevens. A junior from Houston, Texas, number 6, Grace Liu. A senior from Beloit, Wisconsin, number 7, Cora Lathers. A senior from St. Anne, Illinois, number 8, Allie McGuirt. A sophomore from Pensacola, Florida, number 9, Hannah Romero. A senior from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 15, Haley Butcher. And a senior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 19, Kenzie Folker. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Kaylin Oman with assistant coach Carissa Aiken.
All right, we've got the starting lineups announced, and we are excited to get this inaugural match for the Lady Eagles underway. They've been at the college for preseason for almost a couple weeks now. Carrie, walk us through a little bit of what preseason looks like, how these girls are feeling coming into this first game.
Yeah, I think traditionally these 2 weeks of preseason are almost some of the best time of the season because for many of these girls, for the returning players, they have all played together. You know, they're familiar with one another. They've been apart the entire summer. And then to come back together 2 weeks before the season begins with all the things that you've been working on over the course of the season, but then to be able to come together. And this is the one time of their season that they're working on volleyball without any outside distractions. This is the one time for them as student athletes that they're not actually balancing the student part of their life. And that can be pretty refreshing because, as you know, it's difficult to balance those two aspects of their lives. So it can be pretty refreshing. A lot of team building in these first couple of weeks and a lot of ironing out some different things that you might want to iron out throughout the season.
Right, the two-a-days for the Lady Eagles, certainly tiring them potentially out as well, but we'll look for them to get off to a good start here.
Yeah, 2-a-days with potentially some long naps and recovery sessions in between. I think they actually do a lot of potentially taking a little bit better care of themselves during the preseason days and weeks than they would in a typical season just because they have more time and their focus is not really split.
It looks like we'll have the Lady Eagles serving first. Here we go, Kenzie Folker back to serve. And the 2023 season is underway.
Seems like an appropriate start for the captain, the senior Kenzie Folker, to start it off with that first serve.
Folker with the set over to Romero, and it finds the corner. We saw that connection a bit last year as well.
That's a great way to start off. And once again, Hannah Romero as a shorter front row player. She's always so smart with her attacks, really placing the ball well, and we saw her do that on that first play.
Down the line from Anyalise Rodriguez, but wide, and it's another point for the Lady Eagles. Lathers and Liu in the back row with Folker. Of course, Folker will come up to the front to set. Just over the block of Romero and McGuirt, and down for a Pirate point. Kiara Vega to serve, and we've got a stray ball on the court. We'll reset. Romero passes to Folker, back set to Romero from the weak side. Over the net and down. Oh, left hand, McGuirt with the block.
That was a really smart play from the senior, Allie McGuirt, in the front row. With the PSC hitter coming from so far outside, there was really only one angle that she could have gotten that ball over, and McGuirt adjusted so that she could get that hand and tip it back down, because otherwise it was headed for a sharp cross court, and that would have been difficult to receive.
Romero with the serve. Up high and outside, off the block of McGuirt. Folker setting it up, and it's, just out there from Michaela Kinney. Certainly we noticed last year, it felt like as Allie McGuirt went, the Lady Eagles certainly elevated their play as she was all over the court at times, it felt like.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been a pivotal part of the Eagles offense for sure, and plays an important role with setting the tone for the rest of the team often.
There she is in the middle. McKinney, just mishit that one a little bit. And another point for the Pirates. Angelis Rodriguez serving here. Kinney up high to back row set here, and it's blocked by McGuirt. Some energy here in the gym this evening. McGuirt back to serve. Anna Stevens entered in the front row for the Lady Eagles. Romero up, McGuirt outside to Kinney. Little roll over, smart play there. Back set. Romero with the dig. Folker up. Kinney just with the over, and it's a little long there. Point for the Pirates. Freshman Anna Stevens filling the opposite middle hitter, the middle hitter opposite of McGuirt in this first set here today. Romero up to Folker. Back set for Butcher. She swings, and it's down on the Pirates side. Point Lady Eagles. Butcher back to serve. She'll come up, I believe, to set. Romero digs, and there it is. Butcher setting outside for Kinney, off the block and down.
And that was a strong hit from McKinney. I mentioned that, in this first game, you really see a lot of wrinkles getting ironed out, and you see this already in this. McKinney had a super strong finish to last season. Kinney did as a freshman coming onto the team this year as a sophomore. And she's really been a dominant presence on the front row.
Ooh. Just sneaked through some hands on the blocks there. And point for the Pirates. It certainly looks like some of the hitters just need to get some of that tempo, timing that can be so critical between a setter and a hitter.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the more difficult things to iron out between two players. It's just that timing, because so much of it comes through just repetitions with one another.
Maddie Meir just missing the line there. Point for the Lady Eagles. Grace Liu goes back to serve. Romero, Folker, and Stevens filling the front line for the Lady Eagles. High outside, and Butcher goes on two. In the middle, Stevens with the block. Really far cross, and it's too wide. Point for the Lady Eagles.
And once again, just some good court awareness from the Eagles as they saw PSC's hitter far outside, knowing she had to make a sharp angle to get that hit over, and just reading and adjusting very well to that.
Lady Eagles defense playing a very important part, starting with that front line. Big swing there, and it just finds a home in front of Liu. Folker saying she just got a finger on it. Almost got the block there. Serve there from Lindy Baker. Back set for Folker. Off a block and out. Point for the Lady Eagles. Stevens exits for McGuirt as Lathers goes back to serve. PSC setting up the offense. Down the line, kill for the Pirates, Paige Patterson.
This is a play that the Pirates, we've played them often throughout the last several years. They have had a traditionally strong down the line hit, and we've already seen them have success with that a few times this evening.
Following the kill, Patterson back to serve. Romero up high to Butcher. In the middle for McGuirt, swing off the block. Still alive for the Pirates, and that one down the line and out. No touch signaled from either line judge, and it will be point for the Lady Eagles. 10-7 early lead as Folker serves it in. Low set. Butcher got some hands on it for the block. Coming over again, Lou there with the dig. McGuirt takes it. Romero off some hands of PSC, and the dive couldn't quite dig it. You can tell the chemistry that some of the returning Lady Eagles have with each other. They seem to have a good feel already for where to be, timing, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. And this rotation is, everyone on this rotation has played before, played together.
Dug up there, tipped over. Folker gets it. Romero tried to go on two and just missed hit it. Looked like she was reading the court and didn't quite have the distance there.
And that was one of those that if that play had happened, a few more weeks into the season, I would anticipate she would have found some success with that because it was a good play, a good option for her.
Kiara Vega serving here. Folker back set for Romero. Tips it over. Dug up. Still up. Back row swing. Folker digs it. Butcher, the other setter, this time in the middle to McGuirt, and she kills it. The Lady Eagles excited with their early success in this match. Michaela Kinney entering.
One of the things that is somewhat unique about this current group of women playing is that a lot of them have experience playing in multiple positions. So even in that current rotation, Folker was in back row as the setter, as the primary setter. Butcher playing front row as a hitter when Kenzie Folker took that first touch. Folker was right there, and it was so natural for her to step into that position, even though that's not what she was necessarily playing on that rotation. And I think we even saw McGuirt with an assist earlier, or at least a set.
A bump set, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think she has set before. I think it's been high school since she's set, but
Hannah Romero has set as well. So lots of positional overlap there.
Just a lot of diversity with the background that they've had.
If a ball is in the air, it seems like one of the Lady Eagles is going to have a play on it. Lathers up to Folker. Right there for Butcher, she swings. No touch there, just off the net. And so a violation from the Lady Eagles. We've got Romero exiting now. Hope Brooks into the back row. Freshman from Maine will see her first action. Kinney up high to Folker. Set for Kinney. Off the block and falls in. 12-11, PSC narrows the gap. That service into the net and a point for the Lady Eagles. McGuirt back to serve as Anna Stevens enters for the libero position.
And this is a fun rotation for the freshman Hope to be in because she's going to be running this defense. Great effort on that one. That was a tough hit to be defending. And now she's back with Cora, the senior libero.
Catherine Lupo serving for the Pirates. Folker up high to Butcher. Maybe off the block there a little bit. Swing from Pensacola State, and it's just off Lather's hands. Lindy Baker, I believe, on the swing there for the Pirates. Kinney with the serve receive. Folker up in the middle for Stevens, and she puts it down. Up high in the middle, and that one finds the Lady Eagle side of the court. Gaden, I believe there, yes, on the kill. And the Lady Eagles, Coach Oman asking for a timeout, 14-14. And we'll take our first quick break of this first set. And we are back from our first timeout. Carrie, one thing you've liked, one thing you've disliked from the Lady Eagles as we've gotten started?
When we think about preseason being as a time to really hammer down those fundamentals, the Lady Eagles' fundamental defense has looked really sharp already. Their serve receive is something that I know that they've already been working on. They've been doing a great job with getting solid passes up to their setters to work with, just like we saw in those plays. The setters have had multiple options based on the pass that they've been receiving. One thing to work on, just timing and communication, and that's something that's so difficult to speed up that process. You can't really cheat the process of spending time with one another and figuring out their specific timing preferences. Looking for some more sophisticated plays in the future, but this makes sense.
Folker wide for Romero. Goes off some hands and couldn't quite get there.
And that's one of those communication things on that mistake there, that error there. Multiple girls could have gotten to the ball at the same time. So just ironing that out.
Lindy Baker serving for the Pirates. Butcher back set to Folker. Butcher up. Folker goes on two. Oh, and Stevens just with the forearms in the net. Violation for the Pirates. One thing I think the Lady Eagles have done a really great job of early on in this set is no service errors.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is always a point of emphasis.
Right.
And they've done a good job being able to keep in the play.
That's one of the plays that, that was such a smart play from Romero. Coming off of that, she read the court very well. And so looking for some more plays like that.
Lathers over with the serve. Anyalise. And Butcher just tips it over. Up high. Folker got there on the block. Romero with the swing. Pensacola State running their offense. Folker with a bit of a roll. Pensacola State goes wide to Rodriguez. Off the block. Butcher keeping it alive and over. McGirt with the solo block. And that time a violation from the Pirates. Point for the Lady Eagles.
For being so early in the season, the Eagles showed a lot of calm, being able to keep calm through that extended play, staying in control.
Back set. Off the block, Butcher with the dig. Wide for Rodriguez. Lou with the up, bit of an overpass. Oh, and a dump from Kiara Vega scores for the Pirates. Patterson back to serve. Lou to Butcher. Back row swing for Lou. Oh, and it finds a home. Just dips between the front and back line. Bailey Barbosa is seeing her first action of the evening. Folker back to serve. And that one wide. No touch signaled and point for the Lady Eagles. Folker serving, she'll come up to set. Cooper digs it for the Pirates. A good block there from the Lady Eagles again. Rodriguez high over the block and didn't quite find the back line. 2017, the Lady Eagles jumped out after that timeout. The Lady Pirates now will call their first timeout in this first set. Back from the Pirates timeout, the Lady Eagles lead 2017 in this first set. Folker up, and there's a serve that drifts a little long. Gaydon entering the match for the Pirates as Maddie Meir exits. Folker, Lathers, and Lou in the back row. Romero, McGirt, Barbosa in the front row. Lou up to Folker. Romero with the swing. Pulls the block, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Kinney enters for Lou. That one sails just a bit long as well, and it'll send Angeles Rodriguez back to serve. Romero, a low pass. Folker gets it off the net. Lathers, good recovery. that one off the block of the Lady Eagles. Point for the Pirates. 21-20 Lady Eagles holding a slim lead in this first set. Romero, Folker, back set for Barbosa, and that one, the up official, I believe, signaled the tip there, and point for the Lady Eagles.
There have been several really strong hits coming from the right side so far this set.
And an unfortunate string of service errors for the Lady Eagles. As they look to close out this first set, it'll send Catherine Lupo, the Pensacola State libero, back to serve. Lady Eagles offense, though, has been performing well. They'll look to get it back quickly here, but helped by a service error. Substitutions again. Butcher in for Barbosa to serve. This one in. The Pirates will set their offense in the middle. Stevens just out of the reach of Lathers. And the Pirates win the point back. Back and forth here since that last time out. It'll send Maddie Muir back to serve. Kinney up high, Butcher with the set. Romero coming from the back row, swinging there. Tight, Folker with the block and then another hit. This one deep and out, no touch. And point for the Lady Eagles.
It's been fun seeing Folker already in this set play front row as a hitter. In the last couple of seasons, we've seen her in the front row, but she's been playing setter all the way around as in a 5-1. So it's really fun to see her take that really strong, just net IQ.
And point for the Lady Eagles. They'll claim the first set. 25-22. First set win over the Pensacola State Pirates. They'll switch sides. We'll take a couple-minute break and be back with you shortly. Welcome back in for the second set. The Lady Eagles taking that first one, a close one, 25-22. We liked the chemistry the Lady Eagles showed there in the first set. They need to build on that here as we head into this second set.
Yeah, but like I mentioned at the beginning of the before last set, this is one of the, where you're trying different rotations, you get different sets to work through. So we've got a completely different rotation here for the second set. So it'll be interesting to see if with a new group, the Eagles can continue that momentum that they got in the first set.
Right, a couple of changes. Grace Liu donning the libero jersey. Jordan Bradley seeing her first action of the evening as well. It will be the Pirates, though, to start the service. Kiara Vega to Romero. Folker in the middle for McWirt. Off the block and down, point for the Lady Eagles. Bradley will quickly check out for Hope Brooks, who will head back to serve. Over and in, up for the Pirates. A big swing there just off the block. And Paige Patterson scores for the Pirates. Anya Lise Rodriguez back to serve. Brooks up to Folker, wide for Romero. Finds an opening, but dug up there nicely. Off the block, Folker rescues it, but it's wide of the antenna. McWirt up for Folker, dumped on two, and it's down.
It would only be fitting that we could not go our first match without seeing what has become such a classic play from Folker.
Kinney into the front row. As McGirt served that one, and a poor contact, I believe, there from the Pirates setter. Point for the Lady Eagles. And that one into the net from McWirt. And she'll exit for Lou. Lady Eagles had avoided some service errors until the end of that first set. They finished with 3 service errors. Patterson serving for the Pirates. And that one off the antenna. Are we getting a net violation first?
Looks like the net violation occurred before the...
Okay, they're giving the net violation before the antenna. So Lady Eagles helped out with that one. And yes, okay, point for the Lady Eagles. And it'll be Butcher back to serve. Some of those calls are really close. That one went in the Lady Eagles' favor. This one off the hands of Romero's block, point as Cadence Gaydon with the kill. Maddie Muir will head back to serve. Butcher will come up to set, and that serve is long, point for the Lady Eagles. Helen Payton will enter for Butcher. Payton might see some time setting here for the Lady Eagles. And Bradley enters for Brooks into the front row. Short serve there, but over from Romero. And that one from Lindy Baker, a big kill for the Pirates. She'll exit for Carly Cooper. Romero, Payton, and Lou in the back row. Bradley, Folker, Kinney in the front row. Peyton up high. Folker tips it over. Off the hands of Folker. Lou back for Bradley, and that one just misses on the cross-court attempt. Pirates lead the Lady Eagles 6-5 early in this second set. And that serve goes long. McWirt enters for Kinney, with Lou back to serve. A low dig, still up though for the Pirates. A free ball. We'll see if the Lady Eagles can take advantage. In the middle, McWirt, and she does.
That's a great connection between the freshman setter, Helen, and then the senior, Allie. We've talked already about how that communication is one of the harder things to establish between players who haven't played together.
Deep serve, but in from Lou. McWirt with the solo block there. Off McWirt's hands again. Romero up high for Peyton, back set for Folker, and that swing just a little low. Lupo, Cooper, and Muir for the Pirates in the back row. Romero up to Peyton. Folker, another shot. This one off the hands of the blocks. And still alive, blocked by the Lady Eagles. Another swing, and this one into the net. Point for the Lady Eagles. Folker with the serve. Patterson on the swing, and it just off the block and down in front of the back row. Vega serving for the Pirates. Lou up to Folker. Butcher off the block and down. That pass from Lou, excellent. Folker had all of her offensive options available.
I've been thinking about that over the course, but I've already mentioned that this defense has looked really sharp from the Eagles so far, especially their serve receive, which is great to see since that is, their first opportunity to make a play.
Butcher and McWirt there on the front line, and that one just long. Point for the Lady Eagles. And a timeout after the Lady Eagles take a 10-8 lead for the Pirates. We'll be back with you in just a moment. And we are back. Lady Eagles leading 10-8 here in this second set. A really balanced attack from the Lady Eagles this evening. many players with a kill. If we look back at those first set statistics, great distribution from the setters. Bradley just a bit long there, and she'll exit for Brooks in the back row. Certainly mixing things up for the Lady Eagles keeps the opponents off balance with that attack.
And you know, it's nice when you have a variety of hitting options that you can go to, when you actually have a pass that allows the setter to make that choice between her hitting options.
Ooh. And a quick kill there from Paige Patterson. Quick response from the Pirates ties it up at 10. Brooks up high. Folker gets it out wide to Romero. Off balance, but kills it. Hookwork to serve. Dug up high. Folker with it over on 2. In the middle, and killed from Patterson. Patterson just 2 kills in that first set. She's got several in this second already. She'll head back to serve. Brooks up to Folker. Outside, weak side for Butcher, off some hands. Dug though, back set for Gaydon. Lou up high. Butcher ends up putting it over on 2, and it's just past the back line. Maybe trying to catch the Pirates a little off guard as they lead this second set now 12-11. Brooks up for Folker, out for Romero, and that one just not quite over. Point for the Pirates. Riley Carter had entered for the Pirates a moment ago as well into that front row. Romero up for Folker, back set, and it dive from Patterson. Unable to quite get it up in the air. A bit of a hard fall. And we'll take a brief break. All right, Paige Patterson able to leave the court under her own power. Haley Snyder enters the match for her. 13-12 lead for the Lady Pirates. It will be Helen Payton back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Making sure we get all the moisture up here, and we'll get back to play. Second set, Lady Eagles do lead 1-0 after taking the first set 25-22. Evie Rurik did enter the game for the Lady Eagles as well. High off the block of Kinney. Lou up, Romero with the swing. Back set for Gayden. Gets it over to Brooks. Rurik, Lou with the free ball. Back set for Gayden again. Oh, that one just off the hands of Payton. And a point for the Pirates.
This is a fun rotation that the Eagles are playing with right now. 4 or 3 freshmen, is that who I see on the court?
2 sophomores and a junior. Great serve, just over. And the Eagles unable to start their offense. Maddie Muir with that good serve. She'll have it again. Brooks up for Payton, and Romero just mistouches that one. As the Pirates extend the lead 16-12. Muir, Lupo, and Cooper in the back row for the Pirates. Oop, misplayed there by Brooks. And it'll go as an ace for Maddie Muir. Brooks up high for Payton. Romero outside, weak side. This one up high. Dug by the Lady Eagles. Romero strong side this time. That one up tight. Clean play from the Pirates. Big swing from Romero. Dug though by Lupo. Romero up high to Payton. Back set for Rurik. Dug by Rodriguez. High and long point for the Lady Eagles.
This is interesting because you not only get to see some of our incoming freshmen play together and work together, but you also see some of the younger leaders on the team like Lou, like Romero kind of step up and take control of the court as well.
Ooh, Rurik there on the block, but it's down on the Lady Eagles side. We will see Abby Minton entering the game for Romero. Her first action this evening as well. Bradley up to Payton. Back set in the middle for Kinney, and it's down. Off the block, I believe, of Carter. Point for the Lady Eagles. McGirt enters for Kinney. Lou back to serve. Dug up. Swing there from Rodriguez. Payton wide for Bradley. Off the block and down on the On the Pirates side, they gave the point signaled for the Eagles. Lou will serve. Set up for Rodriguez. Peyton back set for Rurik. From the weak side into the net there. Lupo back to serve for the Pirates. Lou for Peyton, wide for Rurik, off the block and down, point for the Pirates.
I know she hasn't had much success in these last few hits, but it is encouraging to see Evie continue to show a lot of be really aggressive there at the net.
Deep, good eye there from the back row of the Lady Eagles point. Volker and Butcher will re-enter. 16-20, the 4-point deficit here for the Lady Eagles as we get deeper in this second set. Rurik and Peyton left there. No touch signaled, and it's long point for the Lady Eagles. Bradley, McWirt, Butcher up front. Volker, Lou. And Minton in the back for the Lady Eagles. That one off the block of the Lady Eagles and out. Point for the Pirates, 21-17, they lead. Lady Eagles look to start their offense here with a good pass. Minton up high for Volker. Pushed over on two. Pirates will set their offense. This one up high, Minton to Volker again. Back set Butcher. Off some hands so the Pirates can start their offense. That one off the block and down just in front of Volker. Timeout from Coach Oman. Lady Eagles needing to rally here late in this second set. We're returning here late in this second set. Lady Eagles trailing 17-22. It will be Kiara Vega back to serve for the Pirates.
It'll be interesting to see if the Eagles' more experienced players who are back on the court now can really show that resiliency to close up this deficit here at the end of this set.
Good swing there from Bradley. Dug, though, by the Pirates. The free ball gives them a quick offense, and a net violation, I believe, from Snyder gives the Lady Eagles the points. And it looks like Minton will get some time in the front row as Bradley goes back to serve. Top spinning serve. Middle swing from Snyder. And that's a point for the Pirates. Baker's going to re-enter for the Pirates. Brooks will enter for Bradley for the Lady Eagles. Rodriguez will serve. Pirates only needing 2 points here to win this second set. Little rotation check, I believe, and we'll get back under play. Lou up for Fulker. Back set McGirt off some hands. Still in play for the Pirates. Back set Yaden. McGirt with the block. Oop, miscommunication there. The Lady Eagles will have some easy offense set up over there from Romero. Lou up high to Fulker. Back set for Butcher. Swung at, blocked down, McGirt. Dumped over and it just drops. I hate to see that one fall in as we move to set point. Some good swings, a good scramble from the Lady Eagles. The point didn't quite go their way that time. McGirt with the touch over. Back set Gaden with the big swing, and it's down. The Lady Pirates close out this second set, evening the match at 1 set apiece. We'll take our between set break as the teams switch side and be back with you after. Welcome into the third set. Lady Eagles losing that second set. The match, though, tied 1 set apiece. We see some return to the first set rotation. Lathers back in the libero jersey. And a quick point for the Lady Eagles.
You always hate to lose a set, but once again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the match, this whole match is really an opportunity to play around with different rotations, see what works, see what doesn't work. Almost more of a learning experience than anything else.
McWirt there with the kill on the overpass. Lady Eagles jump up 2-0. Lathers up for Folker. Romero wide off some hands. Played there, dumped over. Butcher goes on 2. Wide for Rodriguez. Oh, and just off some hands. Dips in front of Lathers. The Pirates reduced their errors in that second set from 10-3. Not giving the Lady Eagles quite as many easy points as they took that second set 25-18. Butcher with the swing here. Gaden a couple times off the block, but down on the Lady Eagles side.
You mentioned the hitting percentage, and that was one thing that we had talked about between sets, was that the Lady Eagles hitting percentage remained largely the same between the first and second set, with the Pirates improving quite a bit between the sets, accounting for a lot of the difference that we saw in the score.
Certainly, Anna Stevens, the freshman, not playing in that second set. Maybe helping to put up a little bit more of a strong defensive front line in this third set.
Absolutely.
We'll see her enter for the libero Lathers in just a few more points. Ooh, that one dips again off the block. Kinney up for Folker, back set for Butcher, touched over, Lupo there though. Back row swing, no touch signaled, point for the Lady Eagle. And Stevens still getting into the mindset of the rotation there, entering just in time. Oop, that one down off the swing of Baker.
Seeing that successful line hit that I had mentioned in the first set.
That's certainly the rotation hiccup. Should be ironed out more as they get into the swing and the sings. Kinney there, and I think we're going to have a carry called on the Pirates at the net. Certainly off the block, they can hit it again. Mm-hmm. One of those rules.
Just some prolonged contact there.
One kind of stuck a bit, and it'll be Butcher back to serve. Up high for Gaden. Oh, Butcher with the dig. Oh, but it's wide. Couldn't quite get underneath that one to keep it in play. Muirhead's back to serve. Kinney, Stevens, and Folker in the front row. Butcher had to stay down there coming from the back row. Free ball, Kinney with the swing, maybe touch. And yes, touch given from the up official.
So speaking of trying things out, we see Kinney here. She was playing the right side, then that's a position that we are not used to seeing her play, and finding some success in that position, just like she's found in the middle and the outside as well.
Right, last year as a freshman, playing the middle, playing the outside, that time on the weak side. And we're getting A question from the Pirates there. The line judges didn't have a touch, but the up official has called touch a couple times. And I think they're asking about a couple of those, and this one in particular. And now we're checking maybe rotation as well. So a couple things here early in the season for the Lady Eagles getting into those rotation. How much time in practice, I guess, would they spend on just where you're at in a rotation? Is that something you practice? Is that something learned outside of play? Is that something at the college level we just know?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, obviously you're going to talk through any rotation, but at this point, as we've already mentioned, so many of these players have played all positions throughout their long volleyball careers at this point. So it's more of a matter of just being informed of where they're going, making sure they know, and then just playing that position until it feels comfortable, until it's second nature. And sometimes that comes more quickly than others, depending on what positions you've been playing in the past.
Ooh, Romero with the hustle just out of her reach there. An off-speed hit from the Pirates.
And with the set of girls who are that is on the court right now, 5 of these are returning players with 1 incoming player, 1 new player. But even these returning players, they've adjusted their rotation from previous rotations that they've played. So even though they've played before for several years, for a few years, they're still figuring some things out between themselves as well.
Up high, Romero with the swing. Wide. The block there, and it must have just split them. Point for the Pirates. 7-6 their lead early here in this third set. Cooper back to serve. Lou, Butcher, Lathers in the back row for the Lady Eagles. Stevens, Fulker, and Romero up front. Butcher touches it to Fulker. Butcher, Stevens, and it finds a home along the back line.
That was great positioning from Anna to place that ball in the back, especially when you have those plays that are in such quick succession close to the net. To have the foresight to go ahead and shove that to the back was a really good play.
Freshman, but playing above her years, certainly. That ball still up, but Fulker unable to quite keep it here. Can see Anna Stevens is going to play a big part in the Lady Eagles' success this year. Carter back to serve for the Pirates into the net, and the Lady Eagles tie it up 8-8. Fulker with the serve. It dives there, and McGuirt tips it just past Lathers.
And that's one of those plays that immediately, speaking of communication, when that happened, as they stood up, McGuirt looked to the libero, Lathers, acknowledging that, yeah, Lathers had that one, and that's just one of those details that you're working out here.
Vega with the serve. Butcher up high for Fulker. Butcher then with the swing, and she gets the kill.
When you see plays like that happen between 2 seniors on the team, one of the great benefits that the seniors bring with their experience is when that happened, the 2 seniors looked to each other and they were able to immediately work through what had happened with one another without any input. And that just speaks to the years of experience that they have had.
Oh, what a serve from Romero. The soft touch over, and she gets the ace. Oh. Free ball there. Lady Eagles, a great pass from Romero. Kinney, a little bit of a deep swing. 10-10. McGuirt asking for a towel. And we'll get a quick spot mopped up here. Rodriguez back to serve. Deep, Kinney plays it. Oh, tight. Touched. Ruled that it got into the plane of the net. Point for the Pirates. Lathers up, Folker, Kinney. Off the block, and a free ball comes over. Lathers, pass to Folker. McWirt with a big swing, up high. Butcher decides to go on two, and it works.
That was a beautiful
I saw
play.
you nod there. A great pass to set up all the options.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was a perfect pass from Lathers, and that just gave the offense so many options, and that's what you want.
Big swing from Gaden. Oh, just in front of the dig of Folker. Lathers enters for McWirt. Stevens, Kinney, and Butcher in the front row. As Lupo serves it for the Pirates. Kinney up for Folker. Butcher with the swing. Boy, what a re-addition of Butcher this year. Playing all the way around, serving, hitting. Coming in with some chemistry with some of these players as well. Barbosa seeing the court here, so the Lady Eagles appoint a new captain. Kinney with the swing. Lathers a good cover. Off the head of Stevens there and in. Big swing, but dug effectively in the middle there from Stevens. Two-handed attack. Touched over. Oh, and it just gets past Lathers. Point for the Pirates. Butcher with the dump. Handled though by the Pirates. Misplayed by Romero. And the Pirates take a 2-point lead. Mir with the serve. Ooh, dips. Kinney there with the overpass. Up high. Dug by Romero. Lady Eagles unable to start their offense that time, and I think that shows the disparity between a good pass from the Lady Eagles and not. Certainly the most extreme case with an overpass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lathers up for Butcher. Back set for Kinney. Good swing. She likes hitting off that weak side, apparently.
Yeah, but speaking to her earlier point, that play was set up with a beautiful pass from Lathers.
And Lou will enter to serve. Lou, one of the defensive stalwarts for the Lady Eagles. A block there from the Lady Eagles. Another one. Oh, and just wide off the block there. You like seeing Stevens and Barbosa up there for those.
Yeah, and despite the outcome of that one, you're encouraged to see that they were there. They were able to get such a presence on the ball at the net.
Good timing as well.
Yeah.
You worry maybe about the speed of the game for some of the younger players, but right there several times. 16-13 the deficit for the Lady Eagles. Butcher up high for Romero. Dug by the Pirates. Up high Rodriguez. And we're going to see a net violation from the Lady Pirates. That ball close there in the net, and the point goes.
And I think they actually called a double contact on the Pirates, so it would have occurred before the net violation. because I think there might have been a net violation on the Eagles side and perhaps as well as the Pirates, but it looks like there is a double contact before either of those net violations.
And that will send Lathers back to serve. Stevens leaves, McWirt enters. A good serve. Gets the Pirates a little out of system. Barbosa with the set. And the grimace on her face instantly gives the points to the Pirates. Romero up high for Butcher. Lou with the swing from the back. Dumped over, Lathers there. Butcher back set for Barbosa. Swinging off the block and she scores. No lefties that I've seen for the Lady Eagles, so we've got a few right-handed players on the weak side. What type of a challenge is that?
Obviously, they're all used to playing right-handed since that's their dominant hand. Left-handed hitters are especially well-suited for that right side position, but that doesn't mean that right-handed players are not successful every there, of course.
Vega to serve as the Pirates lead 18-15 in this third set. Teams having split the first two 1-1. Oh, a block by McWirt. Gives the points to the Lady Eagles. Kinney enters for Lou as Romero heads back to serve. Good hard serve, dug by Lupo, back set. Kinney's there on the block, Fulker up high. Romero and Lathers will give the free ball. Lupo, back set, weak side. Oh, and Fulker gets a hand on it, but a good swing from the Pirates.
As a defense player, that's just one of those really strong hits that you rely on your block to be able to take.
Kinney up high and over, and that one a point as they punish the overpass. Lathers up for Fulker. Kinney with the swing, and she kills it.
And that, I'm sure, feels good to Kinney with, somewhat trying to get that redemption point from the previous overpass, but a really strong swing and a smart play as well. Sometimes when you've made a couple of errors like that, it's easy to get caught up in your emotions and then continue to make another mistake, but she showed a lot of maturity in staying in control there.
Oh. You'd like to say the Lady Eagles get that one, but the point goes to the Pirates. Stevens, Kinney, Butcher in the front row. Lathers, Romero, Fulker in the back row. Kinney up high. Lathers ends up with the set, and Kinney with the hit. Fulker up for Kinney. That one deep, handled though by Lupo. Good set and hit from the Pirates, but handled nicely by Romero. Butcher high off the block. This one a back row hit. Out. No hands, point to the Lady Eagles. And Butcher will serve. Lady Eagles hanging tight in this third set. Touch, Stevens, Fulker. Butcher puts it over. Oh, that one catches the back line. Might have been a touch anyway. And it's a point for the Pirates. Mir will serve. Lady Eagles trying to set up their offense. Lathers to Butcher. Kinney into the net. The Pirates look to put this one away, leading 23-18. Oh. Lathers to Romero. Coach Oman will take a timeout as we've reached set point here in the third. Lady Eagles will look to regroup during this short break. All right, we'll look for the Lady Eagles to respond out of this timeout. Mir will attempt to put them away. Lathers, Kinney, Romero takes it over on three. Out wide, hit there from the Pirates, and it's wide. Baker misses it down the line.
Even in an early match in the season like this, matches like this where the team has the opportunity to show some resiliency here at the end of a tough set where they're behind, goes so far in teaching the team a little bit about itself and its own character as a team. And I like to see the Eagles starting to rally here at the end, especially during that last time out. We could see some of the senior leadership on the team encouraging their teammates and saying, making that play.
And a good block there just finds the court in front of Butcher, and that does give the Pirates a 2-1 set lead. As we head to the fourth set, the teams will switch sides, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Pensacola State taking that third set, 25-20. They lead 2-1 and will start off serving. Anything notable from that third set, Carrie, that you'd like to see the Lady Eagles?
I think serve receive is the biggest opportunity for improvement. I think many of the other mistakes that they were making came downstream from a serve receive, either error or a serve receive that could have been improved upon.
They just didn't have as many chances to attack in that third set.
There were no service errors, though, in the previous set, and that's always encouraging.
We say that, I don't have it in the stats. I thought I remembered maybe McWhort might have. Nope, that was not the last set, right? A clean service set. We had Romero with an ace as well in that third set. And she'll serve here. The announcer's curse.
Yep.
Rodriguez serves it over for the Pirates. Lathers starts off the offense. And McWhort with the kill.
Yep.
McWhort with the serve. Over and in. Lupo up to Vega. Back set for Gaden. That one off the hands of Folker. Romero up. Lathers takes it on the back row. Bradley over. Lupo. Vega to Baker. Vega to Baker again. Romero digs it, but it's wide. Point for the Pirates. Lupo continuing to serve here. So Lady Eagles will try to get a good first offense. Bradley. Folker up high for Bradley with the swing. Deep, but taken by Rodriguez. Oh, and Gaden just hits it. Point for the Lady Eagles. A few more errors again in the third set for Pensacola State. The block of the Lady Eagles certainly forcing a few of those.
Yeah. And that was one of the main things that I noticed in the Lady Eagles' success in the first set was that their block was a strong presence and really prohibited the Pirates from being able to really get into too strong of an offense.
Mir serving. Butcher up high. Stevens off of Vega's shoulder and still in play. Ooh, wide, a low set there from Butcher. Bradley unable to get it over. Folker, Stevens, and Bradley in the front row. Romero, Lathers, Butcher in the back row. In the middle for Stevens. Wide, and that one finds the seam and goes for a kill for Lindy Baker. Bradley up high for Butcher. Folker off some hands, dug by Lupo. Free ball over. Folker up to Butcher. In the middle for Stevens. A little bit far away from the net, and she puts it into the net.
It's interesting seeing Kenzie Folker on front row playing as a hitter, especially with another setter coming from the back. She and Butcher have played together before. But you see some of those negotiation happening between them because you see Folker's natural instinct is always to set the ball. if she's anywhere around it.
Dug off the net by Butcher. Stevens unable to handle it. And the Pirates jumped out to an early 9-3 lead. Vega up for Baker. Romero high to Butcher. Bradley on the strong side.
It's a really strong dig by Romero.
Ooh. Oh, that one. Carter just sneaks over the net. And Coach Oman will get an early timeout as the Lady Eagles face an early 7-point deficit. The deficit in this fourth set for the Lady Eagles. They trail 2-1. Here serving, Bradley takes it in the middle. And Fulker with the swing, but the point goes to the Pirates. Lady Eagles a bit stuck here. Bradley up to Butcher. Gets the offense started. Off the hands. Oh, that one goes over quickly and down.
That's one of those that, especially there at the end of the play, they had executed a good play, but I think just because of the early point in the season, they weren't transitioning back as quickly, and the Pirates were able to take advantage of that. Additionally, one of the other things the Pirates are really good at taking advantage of is kind of hitting the same player over and over again. Once they see a player make any sort of mistake, they are really excellent about continuing to go back to that player, playing a little bit of a mental game there.
Romero does get the back row kill there. It'll send Lou back to serve. It should be a strong rotation for the Lady Eagles on the court here. Just split the block there. We had a pretty good angle, and it either went right between Stevens' hands or right between her and Fulker.
And that was a strong enough hit that for the back row defense, really needed some help from the block there.
Cooper to serve. This one over, ball up. Butcher goes on two. Pirates ready though. Lou, that one a bit too tight for Romero to get to. 14-4. Pirates continue to pull away. Skimming the net and over. Butcher, Romero. Things not going the Lady Eagles' way in this fourth set.
This is one of those opportunities where you'd really like to see them just get a solid serve receive, give their setters all those options that you and I have talked about already this match, and really just execute a solid fundamental play.
Romero with the hit over. This one wide and into the net for the Lady Eagles after Janie Ellis swung at that one. Back row swing, I believe, from Lou there. Back set. Carter with the swing. Butcher to Lathers with the back row attack. And that one from Ellis goes wide. Point for the Lady Eagles. McGort will head to the front row as Lathers heads back to serve. Deep serve handled by the Pirates. Wide for Ellis, and this one does get down.
This is really a mental battle for the Eagles at this point. We've seen them be successful so far, and it's just a matter of going back to those fundamentals.
Good scramble there from the Lady Eagles. Romero up to Folker. Off some hands and down. Good job staying with that play. And Folker will be back to serve. Deep but played. Ellis with the swing, and it's just wide on the cross-court attempt. Snyder, Ellis, Vega in the front row for the Pirates. Lupo, Cooper, and Mir in the back row. Another point for the Lady Eagles. Folker, Lou, Lathers in the back row. Butcher, McGwirt, and Romero in the front. Ellis with the swing, McGwirt's hands, and it just avoids the back row of the Eagles. Point for the Pirates. Just seems like in this fourth set, they're not quite getting to balls they got to earlier. The ball isn't quite finding the holes in the Pirates' defense that it was in the first couple sets. And that's led to a large deficit here in this fourth. Coach Homan will get the timeout here. Trailing 2-1, trailing 19-8 for the Lady Eagles. (19-8). Pirates lead the Lady Eagles in this fourth set. The Pirates block, just not letting the Lady Eagles offense get anything started. Seems like they're getting to everything, even off the touch as well.
A solid start to
A
that
good
play,
example.
though. Yeah.
Of the Pirates able to keep it up. Chance for the Lady Eagles. Romero with the swing. It finds the line.
Another one of those examples of Romero being able to find those deep pockets that have been left unattended by the Pirates a few times throughout this match.
Romero leading the Eagles with 7 kills entering this 4th set, tied with Michaela Kinney. Good serve wide for Gaydon, and it's deep and misses the back line, point for the Lady Eagles.
That was one of those examples where the Lady Eagles block was putting up a strong enough presence to really put pressure on the Pirates offense and force that error. And that's what we had seen a lot of in the first set that we had not been seeing prior to this.
Block from McWirt. What a presence in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you and I have talked about before how so often it seems like when McWirt is having a strong presence in the team or on the team, that usually turns out pretty well.
Lupo has had a couple of amazing sets as the libero from the back row there. Didn't lead to a point the last couple of times. And the Lady Eagles, some resilience here, 19-12 coming out of that timeout. Forces the Lady Pirates into a quick timeout. All right, 12-19 the deficit for the Lady Eagles. Romero with the serve. Handled by Romero on the touch. McWirt, Kinsey there. Bradley with the kill. Ball trickled onto the court there. And we'll reset. Vega up in the middle for Guyton. McWirt unable to get that one. (2013) the lead for the Pirates. Bradley up for Fulker. Back set for Butcher. Down the line, handled by Lupo. Vega up high to Baker. Off some hands. Oh, and Lathers dug it, but low to Fulker.
Yeah. And Fulker
unable to handle it.
But
ooh, low serve, but over. Butcher up to McWirt. Off some hands. Vega up high. She was the setter. No one able to get to that.
It's really interesting that we have seen the Eagles and the Pirates really make many of the same mistakes. And when they make those mistakes, it's consistently led to the other team having the same success.
Dug up there by the Pirates. Gaydon, excuse me, with the kill. 22-14. Lupo low and into the net, giving the Lady Eagles the point. 15-22. Getting late, but we've seen a run from the Lady Eagles already just in this set. We'll see if they can get another one here. Butcher with the serve. Blocked there by Smith. Baker, Butcher. Oh, and that one off speed just dips in front of the back line. Mir serving for the Pirates. Bradley up to Butcher, back row set, for Romero. That one just goes a bit long. The Pirates will have their first match point. Bradley up high for Butcher. Volker on the strong side. No touch there from Bradley. Point for the Lady Pirates, 25-15. They seal a 3-1 victory over the Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Carrie, a good showing from the Lady Eagles here. We saw some excellent chemistry. We saw some good offense.
I think we definitely saw a lot to be excited about. And I think this might not be so exciting, but one of the things that was most exciting to me was seeing the Lady Eagles grasp on the fundamentals, especially in that first set and then throughout the last 3 sets. We saw some great serve receive, and to see the fundamentals that strong so early in the season is really encouraging, because that's just a great base to build on for the rest of the season.
Well, this concludes the first home volleyball match of the 2023 season. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and we encourage you to continue your support for the Lady Eagles volleyball team. Join us Thursday, August 31st, when the Lady Eagles return home against Coastal Alabama Community College. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.